The Welsford nightmare continues. Here I'm going to show you today the construction debris that's on the ground, this is drywall paper. There's more drywall paper here, and I'm sitting here in my wheelchair and there's more debris here. But why I'm showing you this is because I got a flat tire the other day in my wheelchair and while I'm in the building. And to get someone to come over and service a wheelchair is like $500 to fix they have to run around, it's after hours. And when you get a flat tire in a wheelchair, you end up seriously endangering your life because you can't move and people can't carry you and I can't be lifted. So what I'm doing now is I'm going really slow because I'm going to show you something. I told them in the office upstairs that I got a nail in my wheelchair and I got a tire and I got a flat tire, and for the serviceman to run back and forth, get the parts and come over and do the job. And I told my son I'm really lucky that I was actually going inside and not outside. But I'm going to open up the garage door right now. And before I continue, this report is actually about the nails and construction debris causing flat tires. So you can see all the debris here, but they haven't been able to take the garbage out of here in a long time because they didn't clear the snow from the ramp outside this garage. So right here, I'm going to zoom in a minute. I'm going to open the door. It won't stay open very long, so I'm going to zoom in really quickly. So you can see that this is all finishing nails. There's a bunch of nails on the ground, and there's drywall screws. And all the cars and people that come over here to get in and out of the garage have to turn this key thing right here, and they have to drive over these nails and screws. So I've pointed out in my other previous reports, which you can go to YouTube and check and type in the Welsford Apartments Nightmare. So I'm trying to get the key out. Hold on, I'll do it. So I can open up the garage door so I can show you the debris. I might have to open it twice because it closes pretty quickly. But the first time I open it, I'm just going to sit right here and I'm going to zoom in and show you that this is all nails and screws and drywall debris on the ground. So here we go. I'm zooming in. I'm too close. Okay. Okay, you see? That's a drywall screw. And I don't have much time to do this. And remember that a lot of the screws that were here have already been picked up by people's tires and they've taken them away. You got bolts, you got screws, you got nails. I don't have much time. And the door is going to close. Let's see if I can show you some more drywall screws because there was more here. But what you're looking at here is construction debris from when they're taking the swimming pool out, and this stuff's been here forever. They never sweep the garage. I've asked them to clean up, and this stuff goes all the way up through the building into the elevators. There was construction debris in the elevators the other day, and I asked them if they could clean it up, and they wouldn't do it. So I'm going to turn the key. Oh, that's why I didn't close, because I left the key on. Okay, so I'm going to do this really quickly to show you how dirty this garage is. Usually this place is so full of construction debris that it's piled up high. So what's happening here is that I got a flat tire, and because of the fact that these guys are dragging their garbage through the building, they're dropping debris everywhere, and they don't sweep it, they don't clean it. I asked them to clean the elevator out, and they never did it. So this is the Welsford Apartments Nightmare, and this is just another warning for anybody that's considering living here. If you don't want flat tires and your expensive tires, and if you think your car tires are expensive, try to have your wheelchair break down somewhere. And if I was going out and when I got that nail in my wheelchair, I would have been stranded in winter out in the snow with a flat tire. And it was a big nail, so the tire went flat pretty fast. So this is the Welsford Apartments Nightmare, a series on folk photographer on YouTube, and you can go to wheelchairrights.wordpress.com to see the rest of the series with all the photos over the last several years, because this building is owned by Capriate out of Toronto, and the property is not maintained at all. They've had serious flooding. The garage is always wet. Summer, winter, it doesn't matter. All the roofs in the building leak everywhere. People have been losing all their contents out of their apartments because there's been flooding in the building. And You know what? I was a property owner and a developer in Toronto, and I never, ever, ever treated people this way. And if there was problems like this, I would fix them right away. This place is a dump. Absolute dump. I even told them, I said, you had 2 garbage bins here and you took one out, and now the garbage gets piled up on the floor like this. You know, and then those garbage, the green bins over here, they're always upside down. And I told them, you know, when they bring them in, they turn them upside down, and usually they're upside down, and people put their foodstuffs on the ground when this one fills up. These need to be turned over. They're never ever turned over. So what's the sense of having them for kitchen waste if you can't use them? See? And this garbage has been here for months. You know, like when the garbage chute machine in there stopped working, we had garbage piled up to the 8th story for 6 months, stinking out the whole building. And that's why I call this series the Welsford Apartments Nightmare. Don't come living here. Capriot, company that's from Toronto. Thank you. Bye.